Most young men waste their years in between the ages of 15 and about 35. They kind of waste them trying to look grown. 15 to about 20 really. And they wasted trying to look grown. And that hurting a lot of individuals. So today I'm going to talk to you about what a man or a boy is supposed to be doing from the ages of 15 to about 35. That's the second level. The first level is birth to 15. The second level is 15 to about 30 or 35. Third level is from 35 to like 50. Excuse me. And then the final level is wisdom old man, wise old man. So today we're going to talk about from 15 to 35, 30 to 35. I use 30 and 35 because it's a mature level up in there. Some guys will have it about 30, some will have it about 35. Some guys might take longer or quicker, but that's abnormal. The normal time is around 30 or 35. A boy knows like what he wanna, you know, he know right from wrong, how to maneuver in the world, and get himself going in a way that's positive and productive for him and his family. But I'll show y'all all that after this intro.
Say my name slow like an ancient poem. I'm your knight, you sin, your own. You rule my heart from a velvet throne.
And one thing, a boy should be learning responsibility, discipline, and survival skills before chasing luxury and all that. So when he's at the age of 15, where he can start working and having money coming to himself, then he should know some of those things early when he was 8, 9, or whatever. And now that he's on this level of working a job and stuff, he should be honing his skills with responsibility and his survival skills and all that. So you got to keep that in mind. One of the things he got to do in order for to make this happen is he got to get early in his life, as quick as possible, start to working, get him a job. Meaning all those the allowances and all that they used to do back in the day, they did that to have the kid to learn to earn their money, learn how to earn money at a young age. So it's good we go back to that, giving kids allowance for doing chores around the house. And anyway, early as possible. 15 usually is legal for part-time work in every city and state in the United States. Now at 17, 18 on up, he can get a job easily, even if it's Burger King or something he don't think is worth his time or effort or whatever. But it's best he get a job very early in life. He should stay with his parents as long as possible. Like, I wouldn't kick him out at 18, 19. I talk that trash or whatever, but me knowing what I know, I wouldn't kick my child out at 18. I'd be heavier and more firm with him from that point on, letting him know it's real, it's real, it's real. And then after a while, he'll have to go. During this time also, he ought to be going to college. If he's going to do trade school, vocational classes, and stuff like that. All while you staying with your parents and don't have no real bills. Because it sounds easy when you hear it, when people say all you need is your transportation, shelter, food, clothing, all that. You outside, you categorize different amounts of money for whatever. But the hard part is to keep it going steady, because every month your rent due, every month your phone bill due, every month your car note due. So you got to make sure you got money coming in that's going to cover them. And what you're trying to do to really know you satisfied and straight, you should be making sure it's covered by a lot. So in other words, if you get to the point where you want to go out and move out your parents' house, make sure you're making 3 times over what your rent gonna normally be to where you're trying to move at. Make sure you can easily cover, or not barely cover. Just make sure you can cover the rent and have some miscellaneous money or whatever before you leave your parents' house. Because when you leave your parents' house, it's all on you for real. See, they ain't gonna let themselves go without no lights and water and get kicked out. So they gonna pay the bills whether you do or not. They just trying to get you on board so you can start getting ready to survive on your own. But we're gonna talk about the next level of this game right after this.
Subscribe to my channel.
Avocado toast that's never done. Cooking fantasies second to none. Booty imagination, let's create new dishes that make us celebrate. From kitchen dreams we innovate. Every flavor our magic game.
Subscribe to my channel.
Now, from 25 to 30, this is the area where he should be deciding whether or not he's going to be an entrepreneur, whether he's in the right career, like what is he going to really do to keep steady income coming in. Round about this time, he should been on the job a little while, been at different jobs, tried, like, this is the early part of your life is the easiest for you to make mistakes and bounce back. Because once you get older, then you can't just make mistakes like that and really bounce back as fast because you're not young no more. You can't move as fast. You're not able to earn that money like you did and to get it how you live or whatever you used to do while you was young and making mistakes and able to make mistakes or whatever. You should have good budgeting skills by that time. By the age of 25, you should know how to put your money in different parts and sections and have a savings and all that. You should have all that going on. Now, don't I don't want nobody to take it the wrong way, like I'm just trying to tell you to be some perfect guy or something, because I didn't do it when I was younger. I just learned this stuff through the years as I got older, as and watching different people and families and educating myself on different things. But I will tell you now, we're not passing judgment. I'm telling you now that that's what you should be doing around. You should know how to budget and all that with your bills and stuff by that age. You also should be trying to figure out if you're going to really be an entrepreneur and try to start a small business or whatever. But like I say, you can't leave with a wish hoping the business is going to be what it is. Don't leave your parents' house just on that motivation, because that little drive ain't going to last long. What you want to do is, if you really, like, if you went to a trade school or something when you was 22 or 20, 19, whatever, for barbering, construction, accounting, whatever you did, you might have went, you can decide, and you decide, I think I want to do this for a living and start my own business. This is the time you're going to try, because you got 5 or 6 years to try to make it happen. Most businesses fail within 5 years. If you try to start a business while you're 25 years old, if it failed before you 30, you just along with the average. You ain't doing bad. You tried, it didn't work. But by the time 30 comes, you need to start slowing down on trying to pursue your business, because especially if you're trying to, made a mistake and made a kid, you can't depend on that what if stuff now. Now you got to go with what's happening, and that's working a job of an established company that's already there. Like in Jacksonville, we have companies that have been around since before I was born, and still here now are good jobs to this day, like beer companies and coffee companies. These places are established, and people don't let these jobs go. People retire from these jobs. There's nothing wrong with working. Don't let the internet fool you like everybody's supposed to be some kind of entrepreneur, multi-million-dollar guru and everything. It's never been like that in history. You're always going to have people that can do that kind of stuff, and you're always going to have the average people, and you always have the people that just can't catch up or catch on, and they live lower or different from or lesser than the people that really know what's going on. It's going to always be that way. You're not going to be, everybody can't be a boss. So let's just live real loud. Let's be realistic here. You got to build stable income, and while you're trying to do that, you got to be on a job, or like I say, if you're going to be the entrepreneur, it's got to be bringing in money. Other than that, it's just a hobby, and hobbies don't take care of families. And remember, you're supposed to be trying to start a family. And in this case, a lot of y'all already got families going on, so you ain't even got time to be trying to go back to school, really. You can, but do you know how hard that'd be for you to go to school a certain amount of days a week? On those days, you still got to go to work. On those days, you still got to pick up your kids from the daycare, whatever. It is hard. And then on those days, you got to study. So that's why they tell you to do all that while you're young and living at your parents' house. Because while you're there, you can grow and you can try all kind of stuff, entrepreneur stuff, fail, and boom, I'm at mama house, I'm still sleeping good or whatever. Then if you ain't working, then now they gonna talk to you. You gonna learn, your sister, your brother, cause somebody gonna let you know, nah man, you better go on and try to get on down there at Anheuser-Busch or be a merchant seaman, something like that. And then a lot of guys do that. There's a lot of people working jobs they didn't mean to do, but they working good jobs that's taking care of their family. So they're not discouraged and depressed because they ain't living their dream. They just, hopefully one day they can maybe get some money and make it happen. Maybe they'll come up with a plan what happen. But as long as you keep living, something can happen. But right now, to take care of their family, they doing what's best for them and their family. And if they enjoy where they work at, they ain't got no problem. Why not work that job and bring in that income and take care of your family? This is really where boys either become stable men or be stuck in survival mode the rest of their life. But we'll talk more about it right after this.
Subscribe to my channel.
Hey there, ready to level up your brand or business? At Larva One Media, we make social media promotion easy, affordable, and effective. This 2025 special is the best time to get noticed. Posts starting at just $45, stories starting at $25, reels starting at $60. We'll help you get your message in front of the right audience, whether you're a small business, content creator, or entrepreneur who wants real results. Don't waste time hoping to go viral. Let Larva One Media do the heavy lifting and get you the exposure you need on Instagram, Facebook, and more. Want to see our vibe? Check out our YouTube channel, That Everyday-ish, for authentic, relatable content that connects. Ready to get started? Visit larvagroup.com to book your post, story, or reel promotion today. Don't wait. Your audience is waiting for you.
Subscribe to my channel.
Now, 30 through 35, around 30, 35, you can even throw 40 in there if you want to. But I'm just really trying to give you a ballpark figure for all four categories. But 30, 35, you should be established now. You should be able to take on a home, a place now. You should be able to provide stability, you know what I'm saying? You should be emotionally mature enough to take on children and a family. This around 30, like I said, 30, 35, 40, you should be at this level. You should be a man by now. At this point, you ain't doing boyish things no more. You should be live the kind of life to where you know how to protect. You are ready to provide, to protect, and lead a family. You see what I'm saying? Around 30 to 35 or 40. Let's not ever get it twisted. It's not about being violent when it comes to being a man. That's what a man is, a big, strong guy that beat up everybody. No, a man take care of himself. He never have to ask for anybody for nothing because he always got, because he's always looking ahead. He's never really stuck on the here and now. He's always on what's going what's happening in the head. And while he's having the head, he makes sure when certain times come up, he be ready for it. So he don't really. That's why other men look at other men when they ain't got nothing and talk down on them, because they know what you need to be doing or your life gonna be messed up. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, you have to, if you want to play this game and be in a world where you can enjoy all the vacations, the great luxury hotels and cars and stuff, you have to be one of those people that's willing to put in that kind of work to get it done, because it ain't gonna fall in your lap. So it's very important between the ages of birth to 15 to about 30, 35. It's very important in those years for you to become a man. Because after that, your family members, mother and father, God forbid, but it's the laws of nature have shown that your parents pretty much gonna die before you. They don't want to see you die before them. But, at the age of 30, 35, you should be able to take over. And if they get old and feeble, you know how to take care of them because you've been taking care of your family. So now you can help your mama and your daddy, the people that took care of you. See how I keep going back in the circle? And it makes a strong bloodline. It makes a child proud to be a part of it, especially if you was one of those fathers that was an entrepreneur. And I'm talking about really was doing the thing. The family was very well provided for with you on the throne. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to hold y'all up. I just wanted to give y'all a few things, let y'all know what it takes to really be in this game. You want to, because it's just a lot of people, immature people, just having sex, making babies, and don't know what to do when the babies come, and they even going to the point of killing them, throwing them in trash cans and stuff like that. We can't have all that. So just for the guys, pay attention to my videos. Make sure you keep up with what I got going on, because I'm doing it for y'all. I'm not doing it for myself. I'm already going through my little struggle, and I'm learning as I go, because a man never stops learning. So don't take what I'm taking as the gospel. You just take what I'm taking and use and use the parts that you can use. But definitely try to be a man. Don't try to be nothing else. Try to be a man, and be a man that have. Be a man that your people can always depend on. Be that man that they can always call, and you got to say no, because you always doing for them. Be that man. That's gonna make you happy. You don't understand how it's a dynamics to this that God got set up, and that life is what you really make it. So take care of your family, seeing the little ones grow, getting older, y'all having family reunions, birthday parties, getting together at churches, different things throughout the years of y'all being around each other all the time creates such a wonderful bond. I wish I had that with my family, because my mama had 13 brothers and sisters, but we're not really close like that, and that's a shame. So that's another reason why I'm doing this. You know what I'm saying? I want the men keep depending on the women to bring us up, but it was never given to the woman to raise mankind. It was given to the man. So the best way to start is in your household. Start in your house. Don't worry about what I got going on. Don't worry about what the next man got going on. Start making amends with your baby mama. Go on and tell her, listen, I might be going through something because I want to be with you, and I know you with somebody else, or it's possible you're going to be with somebody else. So I'm going to deal with that and work with it myself. But I want us to be on the same level, basically cool when it comes to us raising our kid. You know what I'm saying? And you do what you got to do to fix all that. It's going to take years, but you don't get no attitude and stop trying to make it right. You the father, you the link to all this. Until you die, the mother supposed to be the helper to you, but you got to wear all that. And then when you die, she gonna wear all that, because she gonna carry on the family bloodline. and your churn and all that. So y'all follow me and I'm gonna help y'all raise y'all boys. So remember, life's hard, take it easy, peace.
Told you I'm never going back.
Give me a minute, I'm good. I've got an hour, I'm great. You give me 6 months, I'm unbeatable.
Find a way to fame with a loyal crowd to claim. Lava magic in the air, spreading influence everywhere. Watch your numbers grow anew, followers just for you.
That's ugly. Could have done.
You should have done.